You guys, this game kicks ass. It so perfectly recreates the look of the show. It's like you're playing an interactive episode. No, an interactive season of South Park where your character is the star. And if you're a fan of the show, it is a must-buy. Seriously, you guys.
It's a school night, hon. You and your little druid friends need to—
We're not druids, Mom! We're fucking warriors and wizards!
Oh, that's it. You're going to bed. The rest of you better get home, too.
Now the game starts with your very own South Park character creation. And while I wish there were more options here, you will find plenty more within the open world itself, including a plastic surgery clinic if you want to completely change your look afterwards.
Welcome to the kingdom of Koopa Keep. Here you can see our massive stables, overseen by the level 9 ranger, Scott Malkinson, who has the power of diabetes.
Now, being the new silent kid in town, your adventure is to make as many new friends as possible, which will bring you in contact with nearly every major character from the show. Central to the plot, though, is the boys LARPing an epic fantasy battle between Cartman's humans and Kyle's drow-elves.
So, you're the new kid everyone is talking about. What's your name?
He doesn't talk, Elf King. He thinks he's hot shit or something.
You meet up with Butters, your first companion buddy, who takes you to Cartman, where you engage in a really entertaining tutorial that sets the stage and explains the rules of the game they're playing.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Clyde, you have to wait your turn. That's lame. No, Clyde, it's like olden times. You have to wait your turn. Like in the Middle Ages, Clyde. I know it's lame, Clyde, but that's how we're fucking doing it. All right, douchebag, bash Clyde's face in. Don't be shy. Come on, fight. Oh! That all you got? Oh my god, it's Butters all over again. Okay, look, try putting your back into it at the last possible moment.
Unfortunately, it does leave out a few important things, and it isn't skippable on subsequent playthroughs. But if you're familiar enough with RPGs, you'll be fine. Kill enemies, loot their bodies, break everything in sight.
Oh, whoops. I'm sure that was an accident. I'm sure you didn't mean to do that.
You kids be careful now.
Should we shit on his cow? Yeah, fuck his shit up.
The cool thing is that being a pretend make-believe war, the kids use all manner of toys, junk, and sports equipment for weapons and items. You know, harking back to the olden days when you were a little tyke and didn't need an iPad or a game console to have fun. Instead using like sticks and tinfoil hats outside. Yeah, something that 5th graders are doing less and less of more these days, unfortunately.
Dude, that was awesome! You were all like, beam, and Clyde was all like, yeah. Okay, you prove yourself worthy, douchebag. Now come inside the war tent and I shall let you see the relic.
Shortly after, you will be dubbed Douchebag.
To honor his efforts, he will no longer be called douchebag. New kid, I hereby dub thee Sir Douchebag. Congratulations.
Whether you like it or not, and asked to pick from your class between fighter, mage, thief, or a Jew.
You look sneaky enough to be a thief. Jew, huh? So I guess we'll never really be friends.
Yes, a Jew, a class that only South Park can pull off. And he's no pushover. This is one of the most disgusting games I have ever played. But it's a good kind of disgusting. Apparently it does. And this has to be due to its extremely excellent presentation. Everything is 100% authentic here. The voice acting, the constantly funny jokes, the solid script written by the creators themselves. It had me laughing out loud at times and smiling the whole way through. Granted, I will admit, you'll have to be a South Park fan to understand or get the most out of some of the jokes in the game.
Hello, welcome to Shitty Walk. Take an order, please. Only thing we're serving today is Mongolian beef. Mongolian beef, so good. Oh, I just love it. Oh, hello, Mongolian. Shh, Mongolians are watching. They conquered me last week. Act natural.
Or why in God's name the kids are so excited to go in the suitor and take their shit from the toilets as an equipable weapon to throw at people to gross them out? Cutscenes are seamless and plentiful. Nearly every character has something to say or some crazy quest that they are involved in. And if they don't want to be my friend on the in-game Facebook service, then I hit them with my baton of justice. The city of South Park itself is painstakingly recreated here, though I think there's some missing buildings, and where the hell is Ike's room and Kyle's house? But it's easily forgiven, as the actual layout has varied wildly over the show. What's important is that all the major stuff is laid out, and the simplicity of the paper-cut environments lend themselves well, a bit like a great point-and-click adventure, only where you have full control over your character in this semi-open world.
We aren't allowed to go into the street. When it's such an open world, our parents don't want us getting hurt.
There are some locked doors and sections that you aren't able to reach until later on in the game, but you can easily go off and explore the town in any direction, picking up side quests and completing them as you please. And one of the game's cooler segments, you can go north, far north, into a clever 16-bit recreation of Canada.
You're not from around here, are you?
Welcome to the shop. Can I interest you in my wares?
Best stay here in town. Those dire wolves can rip your anus apart in mere seconds.
But you have to go through a forest that is, as far as I can tell, has no point to it and gets you lost. Is the blood orgy supposed to be around here someplace? Though on the whole, the entire game's playable area is comparatively small to other massive studio RPGs from, say, BioWare or Bethesda, Obsidian does make good use of it all and manages to cram as many references to jokes and songs from the 17 seasons of South Park as humanly possible into the visual gags or Easter eggs, and like I said, some of the songs playing on the background radios in the various buildings. Now, I'll admit, I spent plenty of hours just exploring characters' houses from top to bottom, finding some fun things here and there, from Cartman's mom's paraphernalia.
This is where the magic happens. Last week, Cartman's mom was here with a few men having a whole lot of magic. She was doing hand magic and butt magic.
There are several RPG item shops in the game where you can find new weapons and armor which can even be dyed to your own color schemes or equipped with slottable strap-ons that add visual effects or bonus abilities. You get facial hair too and flair like makeup and face paint. You can even shop at a girl-specific store eventually.
Makeover! Makeover! Oh, no, you didn't. That deserves a selfie. Talk about a train wreck. I'll have to borrow that. I just threw up a little, and not on purpose. Fashion emergency. Call an amp. Go, girl!
It was like totally awesome playing dress up. Let's pretend I didn't just say that. I have a history of cross-dressing. So the environments and characters and the exploring bits of the game are done well, but what about combat? Well, it takes after some older school RPGs where you select your character, his attack type, then the target for those attacks, in a turn-based sequence, only with some interactive button presses to enhance their damage and achieve perfect hits. A bit like Paper Mario, if you've ever played it. For all intents and purposes, your standard affair thing, but it's their creative nature and funny animations that makes using them within this system so entertaining, especially the class-specific abilities.
Ah, motherfucker! The baby! Don't take the goddamn baby. Yay! Let's see how you like dealing with me.
Now, I found that Butter's Professor Chaos ability was not only one of the coolest animations, but one that always seemed to be the most powerful, and therefore a repeated pick early in the game a bit too often. At least until some of the later bosses where their armor levels are so high that you do need to use some armor halving or reducing abilities first.
Screw you guys, I'm beating the shit out of you.
And that's not all. There are also magical attacks in an ancient art, which I shall demonstrate for you now. I finally found you, Joe! You must stop this activity! You are about to ruin the bad reputation of movie and television licensed games! I cannot allow that to happen! Now I will destroy you and your pathetic army! The fuck, dude? Oh! No!
That was fucking hilarious! Dude, that was fucking awesome! Oh, okay, good job, Sir Douchebag. That was sweet. Thanks, Princess Kenny. That's all for now. Okay, but dude, seriously, remember, don't ever do that on someone's balls, okay? Seriously.
You can even combine your fart magic with your normal weapon hits for massive damage. Honestly, the combat was a little bit deeper than I expected, with the enemies able to take different stances and block certain attacks, and use buffs and debuffs. So you can't just button mash, and you're forced to actually mix it up.
Trespassing in the school's halls is tantamount to trespassing in the office of principal. That's it! I'm notifying your parents! They're gonna eat you alive in detention! How dare you!
If you get outnumbered or you're about to die, you can call up on some friends that you made along the way, like Mr. Kim.
I'm gonna do my war dance now.
Another victory for the good game.
Mr. Slave, or Jesus himself if you have found him, to use his mega attacks, killing all the enemies on the screen.
Lock and load.
Unfortunately, the game's default difficulty is far too easy most of the way through, though I did die a couple times towards the end too, and while getting lost in the forest. But I'd still recommend upping the difficulty in the options screen as starting bare minimum for maximum enjoyment. Now, in between combat sections, there's some nice exploration puzzles to solve, using different abilities like teleporting via your alien butt probe or shrinking down to underpants gnome size to find fun collectibles like Chinpokomon.
But those are holy icons from the Orient. Legend has it that he who can collect enough will be rewarded.
Someday I will collect all the Chinpokomon, then I will fight the evil power that will reveal itself once all the Chinpokomon are collected. Oh!
No kidding, you can't have these chicken tenders because they are mine and I keep mine to myself.
You can even eliminate some enemies using your environments before combat sections to speed up some of the battles.
Forget the key. Protect the front lines.
It was addicting to try to find all these different context-sensitive things in the world, and for once, I actually wanted to 100% all the collectibles. Complete all the side quests, like the ridiculously cute kindergartner's hide-and-seek game.
Come play hide and seek with us. You're it. Billy tried to steal my hidey spot, but I made him go away.
Or find all the friends hidden throughout the world, which along with funny status updates on Facebook actually have a purpose as it's tied to unlocking perks for combat the more friends you have. Now, inventory and the quest management screens, they're laid out cleanly and they work well. You can get to your map and backpack quicker with hotkeys. Fast travel is here and provided, of course, by Timber. Timber!
Hello, Timmy.
Timmy! And as I said before, I must warn you guys. The raunchy, inappropriate, and shocking humor is on full display here. The game has jokes about homosexuality, racism, religion, abortion, pedophilia, girls with cooties, you name it.
The girls? Kyle, the girls are not gonna fucking play with us. Yeah, dude, we can't convince girls to do this.
So, if you are easily offended or have triggers, it's probably best to stay clear.
Now you got it, fucker. It's time for some real underpants magic.
There are only very few drawbacks to the game. First off, everyone bitches at you to hurry up in combat, even though you really aren't taking much time. It's like, shut up!
Dude, what is the holdup? Hello? You mind if I update my status while we're waiting here? You got somewhere you'd rather be? Are we playing or what? Kinda like dying right now. Little help over here.
Constantly bothering you!
God damn it.
Get it! Shut the hell up, get it!
I also would have liked a few more branching choices besides the single one that you have to make when you have to decide between Kyle's elves or Cartman's humans, as that conflict comes to a climax after, recruiting all manner of factions to help your side, like the goths or even the girls.
Do this task for us and the girls will consider your request. Sparkle! Sunshine!
but there is enough variation elsewhere that I am pumped about playing through the game a second time using a different class. Now, I played as the warrior, but the thief and mage classes, and even the Jew class, have some really cool attacks. You do get level capped at 15, which seemed a bit early as I still had a few hours left in the game and I was capped. There was an occasional bug or glitch, really only just a missing song, and in one instance my character disappeared for a few seconds or would flicker in and out, but probably because I've alt-tabbed the game too many times. However, even so, it's not something that happened with any regularity or took away from the game. You can also only have one other buddy with you at a time throughout the world and in combat, which is kind of a bummer because I always felt like I was missing out on some unique dialogue by not bringing a particular buddy with me, like Cartman, who's funny as hell. I mean, besides Cartman, you got Kenny, Jimmy, Butters, Stan, and Kyle all to choose from. It was tough. But I usually kept Butters, who is my favorite character, and in my opinion the most useful, alongside Cartman.
Dizzy tubes up, fat bitch, fucking son of a bitch, shit-faced cock, smegma bather, elephant walking out, I hate you, fuck me, dildo, wiener. Ah, damn it! I've got bigger things to deal with.
But it does add a bit to the game's replayability to go back and see what the other characters say.
I hate you! You think this is funny, you son of a bitch?
But one of the best things, hands down, that South Park does right is how it really makes you feel important, integral to the story. I felt like a main character on South Park itself. Like Kenny, Cartman, Stan, and Kyle were all really my friends. And that this was season 18 of South Park without the wait. By the end, I just wanted more. And with the South Park Mall closed off the entire time, maybe there's a possibility of future expansions or a sequel if it does well enough. And I hope it does. Now the game runs anywhere from 12 to 15 hours, including the side quests. So for an RPG these days, it can be considered on the shorter side, but how it emulates the show so well and lets you star in it and take control, it pretty much is like 2 or 3 DVD seasons worth of entertainment. And in my opinion, it is well worth the $60 price. The final verdict for South Park: The Stick of Truth is a 9 out of 10 with a badass seal of approval. It's one of the best movie television licensed games in recent memory, brah. And it's the South Park game fans deserve. Some of Obsidian's best work. Sure, if you hate South Park, you probably aren't gonna like the game, but the charm of the boys playing pretend has just unlimited possibilities, and it fits so well. Even the adult, outrageous, poke fun humor has smarter subtext behind it, just like the show. The game is packed with a ton of fan service, yet still manages to have a genuinely entertaining storyline with an oddly well-placed gameplay for how absurd it gets towards the final battles. And that ending? It's one of the most sick, disgusting levels I have ever played. The fuck, dude? But I'd expect nothing less from South Park.
Now use what I taught you to sneak inside that Taco Bell. Find out what they're up to and report back here. And no matter what happens, never fart on anyone's balls. You got that? All right, now go.
Well, that's it for me. I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. One more thing. With games like Alien Isolation and Mad Max, maybe games are finally starting to put time and effort into their licenses. Oh, god damn it! What? No. 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 You know what? Screw you guys! I'm going heavy. Going heavy.
If you're texting your friends about this game, tell them it's good.